Hello, this is Alessandrina with Dexter and Alessandrina. And today I wanted to share with you a reflection about COVID and some science and also some spiritual insights about what is happening on the planet. Not comprehensively, that said, based on a friend of mine her name is Dr. Smita Noram. And she's a wonderful Ayurvedic doctor practicing in Mumbai, in India, and all over the world for the Ayushakti clinic. And we had a conversation about COVID, and she was sharing how essentially about 3,000 years ago, a surgeon in India, in the tradition of Ayurveda, that was something that was already, of course, not with the same instruments, that said they already had surgery, they performed surgery. And a surgeon had prophesied or just stated that in the future, now, that was 3,000 years ago, that there would be pandemics. And that those pandemics would be a reflection of an imbalance in the earth, on planet Earth, in the environment. And that as people remained at home and essentially did not interact in the environment in the same way, or were not as detrimentally affecting the environment, that the planet would have the opportunity to heal itself and therefore to help us heal. And the premise, and it was so intelligent and so well stated, was that because the planet is overwhelmed, because the planet is really just working so hard to essentially rid itself of pollution and process out all the environmental challenges and new factors that are influencing its well-being and its balance. So it's working so hard to maintain its balance that it doesn't provide the same level of processing for us, meaning that it cannot completely get rid of viruses and microbes. And so the core function of the earth, that the earth was able to perform before we were where we are right now, meaning before climate change and all the different ways in which the ecosystems are out of balance and the species are out of balance and many species are extinct. Well, before that was, in this way, it was possible for the planet to process out, those different things for us. And so we didn't get affected by those viruses and bacteria in the same way, because the planet had the opportunity to do that. And now there's such an overwhelm and there's such a processing from planet Earth of all the different environmental factors and influences that come from mankind, that it doesn't have the capacity to protect us the way that it was protecting us in the past, and to get rid of those viruses and bacteria that we're not able to ourselves process out, at least that we hadn't yet. And we don't know what the timeline will be in terms of herd immunity. We hadn't yet been able to process those viruses, such as COVID, and the planet was not able to play that role for us anymore. So the reason I'm sharing this today is to really help us to explore together the implications of our actions on the planet, and how it's not just that we're destroying species and the planet and negatively impacting the planet and the ecosystems. It's that we ourselves are part of this ecosystem, and we rely on this ecosystem to stay in balance, to stay healthy, to be harmonious. And when we have such an influence, a detrimental influence on the ecosystems and on the planet that it can no longer help us stay in balance, now we also come out of balance. So understanding that can be a wonderful motivating factor to really resolve those global issues such as climate change that are going on in the world right now and that are affecting all of us. And so you may have watched the video where I talk about the WSS, which is an organization that is essentially bringing together resources, intelligence, expertise, skills to resolve climate change and to also resolve other global issues in the world. And so if we come together and we collaborate with each other and not be essentially fragmented with everyone doing their little project here and there, then we can all come together and really come up with solutions, global solutions that are implementable, and then we can work together to allocate resources to those solutions and to deploy those solutions, implement them in the world in a way that we can restore the health and well-being of our planet, we can heal our planet, and we can heal ourselves too. And in that process of harmony, of balance within ourselves and with the planet and with all the ecosystems, there's great joy in that. There's great connection. There's a process of really being present with yourself and with the environment. And it's really the most wonderful experience that we can have, to have that experience. So I invite you to visit the WSS. The website is wssnow.org. And I'll put a little link underneath this video so that you can check it out and see for yourself what's possible, what resonates with you, how you can help, how you can collaborate, and how you can be part. It doesn't matter what you do. You don't have to be an expert. You can find a way to participate in this collaborative platform, in this culture, and you can be part of the solution. So Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world, and this is the opportunity. The WSS is really the opportunity for you to also be empowered to be the change you wish to see in the world, just by being yourself and by learning about it and seeing where you might be of help. Sending you lots of love, hoping that helps.